And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Oxygen Not Included. Alright, well, we are just about to break through and bust into this massive chlorine deposit. And as a little update, this area, I have liquid chlorine in this area. And I don't know how. And I have a solid piece of chlorine in here. And I don't know how. These are actually cooling off. These are colder than they were last time we checked in. I mean, look at that, minus 300 degrees. These have cooled down. And these have cooled down. So I don't know what is cooling everything. But just the fact that they're in here, everything is getting colder. So yeah, I've got a solid piece of chlorine there. I've got a whole bunch of liquid chlorine down here. I don't know what to think about that. And some of it has even dripped in down here. So very, very interesting. I'm about to kickstart this whole process on again. I've got this thing to go in, and then I've got to dig these out. So here we go. The chlorine is now got free reign. Oh, somebody just... Oh. I need to lock this as soon as he grabs this granite. Okay, so lock this. Hopefully we don't have to go in there for a while, because this has got to suck all that chlorine down. So if we look, we should be... What is that? Is that carbon dioxide? Yes. Should be pulling a lot more chlorine eventually, because this is all locked off. There's no way for any air in this area to get sucked in, so all of this should be being pulled into this thing. Yeah, it's definitely doing it, because this is all less than 1,000 grams, which is what it was at when I started. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of chlorine coming in here now. And let's look. Yeah, quite a lot. Little bits of oxygen here and there. I mean, look at that, 8 grams, not a whole lot. So I also want to kickstart this thing as well. And let's see how badly this will work. This may not work too well. It's releasing the little bit of oxygen that's coming through, but it should have some chlorine coming down. Oh yeah, look at that. Massive amount of chlorine coming in now. And now that this thing is running again, this is cooling off. Good. It's definitely a lot colder than it was. I'm hoping to get all of that hydrogen in there. Should be just fine. Again, I really wish I could get rid of that sound effect. I don't know why there's a delay. I'm sending it in there pretty much constantly. Unless there's damage being done to these machines. It's just probably unleashing quite a lot of hydrogen into this area, unfortunately. And now that we got all of that in there, all that stuff is super, super cold. And now we're pumping in lots and lots of chlorine. Holy cow, all that stuff is really, really cold. Okay, I want to actually... can I break this quickly? No, I don't want to break it. I just want to disable building. Let that stuff cool off in there. Hopefully somebody can get over here quickly. Oh, everybody's running for their lives. Interesting sound effects. Okay, yeah. We're getting another round, and this stuff is probably really cold. Oh, yeah. Why are you jumping around? Okay. That should stop the progression. Quite a lot of damage being done down here. 2,500 grams, never mind. So all this stuff is really, really cold, and the chlorine just keeps coming in. Oh, look at it all. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Quite a lot of hydrogen coming in. It's at minus, some of it's a minus 400 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty cold down here. It's very, very cold down here. So the temperature pretty much evened out. And what is the... Oh, the liquid right here is actually chlorine. It's interesting. You'd think that the chlorine would make this polluted ice go into... like regular ice. It would purify it in some way. Quite a lot of chlorine in here now. And it's cooling off pretty fast. You can see it there. But as more is added to the system, as more is pumped in, the denser that it gets, the warmer it'll be, and it'll take a while to cool off. So I was able to liquefy some of it. I think the other stuff melted. Yeah, I think the other stuff definitely melted. Because we introduced a lot more pressure, and that really helped clear some of it out. So now we're basically pumping pure chlorine in here. That's good though. That's what we want to see. Get this chlorine in, and then I can open it up and let the oxygen rush in here and compress the hydrogen. And once that hydrogen is compressed up here, then I can pump that out and push it into maybe a hydrogen generator. So these all should cool off pretty steadily with the hydrogen inside being so cold. And who knows what will happen after that. So yeah, that works pretty well, getting this stuff cleared out. And we got tons more to do. We got this huge volume right in here, little bits here and there, but so far so good. It's working pretty good, just how I want it. Okay, I've got to uproot these, so I need to plant all of these. And let's see, another thing I changed, I put the pneumatic door here just to allow the carbon dioxide to flow a little bit more freely into the system. I might have to start pumping water soon. And something damaged this tile, and I have no idea what. Nothing else has been damaged, so I don't know. And we've got, I moved the weezeewort that was sitting right here. I moved it over here. I'm getting ready for a bunch of bristle blossoms. These things up here. And I need them down here because it's a little cooler down here than up here. This is getting really close to the edge of what temperature those can actually grow at. Wow, that's actually really interesting. That Weeze wort is 66 degrees. That's weird. So far, so good. How cool is it down here? Yeah, it's really cold in here. Really, really cold. Oh, no, wrong one. Wow, that's very, very cold. Alright, so far so good. Still pumping pure chlorine. Oh yes. Still don't have hydrogen completely full in here. A lot of it probably went up into here, unfortunately. I actually think I have too many of these thermal regulators to really make do. Oh, it looks like some more CO2 condensed. Boy, it must be really cold in there. Oh yeah. Look at that. The chlorine is a liquid. So there must be some chlorine in here somewhere too. Still pumping it in, so you can see it's 60 degrees. And we have the gas pipe here. It's minus 83 with the contents actually warming up pretty quickly. And that's a sign that the heat that's being introduced here is actually transferring onto the gas pipe, which is kind of cool. Because the gas pipe heats up, then the contents of it heat up. And what's my pressure looking like? Almost 400. How about over here? We have 244, way over here, 240. So yeah, we got quite a lot of capacity for chlorine left. And you can see now we're really draining this down. Oh, so nice. I love when a plan comes together like that. Somebody also told me that there is, on every map, a single tile of void. Someplace that you can actually push in gas and it'll just eat the gas completely. I'd really like to find one of those. That's where I would send my chlorine. I'd even send my polluted oxygen in there. It's not vacuum, it actually says void. I think I found it on my first map, the little test map that I did. I'd hate to open my base up to it and all of a sudden have a bunch of air just get sucked out of my base. That would be bad. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It must be pretty far out. So now we need to think about getting some fertilizer going, because we need tons and tons of fertilizer to keep these bristle blossoms going. So we're gonna want some fertilizer manufacturing, and I would love to be able to do it. Ooh, look at all the chlorine down here. I would love to be able to do it in a cold area, except we're rapidly heating up. See, the base, the average temperature of the base has gone way, way up. And that's not good. That's not good at all. We want to keep the base cool. Now, ideally, I would put a Weeze wort somewhere. I would put it like back here, maybe. Although for some reason there's some carbon dioxide sitting right here, and I have no idea why. There's no way to pick that up. There's no way to get that. Same with this oxygen that's down here. For some reason, every once in a while, you see these containers, and I have no idea what to do with these. I can't store them. There's nowhere to put them. Look at that. Oh, I love when that works like that. This game is just so excellent. Still pumping in all that chlorine. All the CO2 is cooling off rapidly. And the chlorine is also cooling off, except for up here. It's got a ways to go. So, let's see, fertilizer maker factory. I want to sort of put it over here because we got tons of polluted water over here that we can process. But all this is really, really hot already, and I'm worried that the heat will just overwhelm and start to damage the machinery. Ooh, look at all that polluted water right here. Where did all that come from? We need to mop that up. I don't want any polluted water close to my water tank here. That would be disastrous. Looks like my ice is finally starting to melt, which is fine. It's regular ice, not polluted ice, so that's fine. How much power? No, I think it's in processing or refinement. Yeah. Let's see. 120 watts. That's quite high. My circuits are already getting overloaded over here. It's happening quick. The base is taking a life of its own here. Oh, the chlorine is almost gone. I need to get rid of all of that so the chlorine can get pulled down. Oh, cancel this one. So yeah, that way this is kind of stair step down into the thing here. I should put a tile right there. And plus we got tons of hydrogen in there that I can pull. We got lots of wheezeworts that we can use to cool our base down. And it's going to be vital. So I think where's a really... See, it's getting pretty warm around here, especially around these batteries. Ooh, that's devastating. Got this wheezewort here to help mitigate the heat coming off of these batteries, but something over here is probably a wise move. Just because we got all this heat coming in, and then, you know, my refining for polluted water. Which, I mean, it's going to be a lot of piping that's going to have to be redone to get it over here. But I think right in here, I can put some wheezeworts, and then right down here, I can put my fertilizer maker factory, and then I can start getting into all this polluted water. Maybe even dig down here. Put a pump and then dig all of these out. Like dig this up so all of this stuff drains into this one, which drains into this one. And this one I'm not sure. This one would have to come straight down. Although there might be still a bug with falling water. Could be fixed. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Because then we can drain this one and this one down to here, drain it down to here. But there's probably lots of other polluted water around, so I shouldn't be too finicky with my placement. I could just pump this out directly and then come over here, come down here and pump this out somehow. It's always an option. You got to be creative with your fluids. How's everybody doing? Are you working on this stuff up here yet? Somehow they got this one out, but none of these other ones are dug out. Why is this locked? Auto. That's why. There we go. Now they all reappear again. Where's Tris Titan? He's my man. And the chlorine here is really low, really low density. So the high density oxygen here will prevent it from actually coming in. It should just push oxygen into this area. But we still have this chlorine up here. Where's Tris Titan? There he is. And he's holding his breath. Oh, granted, it's so tough to burn through. Look at that. A little bit of polluted oxygen is up here. All right, dig it. Oh, he's got to take a breather. All right. Well, they'll dig that out. That chlorine will come back through, no problem. And then the hydrogen will start to pump. And then I'll be able to fill up the rest of this system. I really wish I could pump the hydrogen out of here. I could actually set a subsystem up. So I'm going to break all of these. That way I can build some stuff up there. Maybe pump a little bit of this hydrogen out. Because there's quite a lot of it up there. And I'd really like to get that back into the system. What did I build those thermal regulators out? Utilities, thermal regulator. I probably built them out of gold amalgam. And they're taking freezing damage, unfortunately. And none of these show me anything different. So that's unfortunate. Alright, well, we got rid of all that stuff. Now it's just a matter of pumping out what I need. You know, can I mop up the chlorine? That's one way to get rid of it. The mop is really the only way to permanently get rid of something, because it doesn't come back when you use it. Oh, now it's pulling in tons of polluted oxygen. Wow. Look at that. Still have a little chlorine. Where's Tris Titan at? What's he up to? Ooh, I need to uproot these. Alright, well, that'll have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.